mind racing crazy. Could feel nothing, have my body feel lazy. And ever since then, I ain't never been the same. I hit them shots at night, they really stuck up.
My man's Lonnie. My main man's Lonnie.
What's good with y'all?
We're doing podcast number 2 today. Number 2. And we just gonna be talking about a little bit more, touching on how he began on rapping and stuff like that, and breaking down what he gonna be doing and featuring on in the future. How many singles he dropped. We're gonna be talking about his singles and the singles we got together, and just talking about how we met from the beginning. Cause it's been some years.
It's been some years, man.
Yeah, it definitely.
And we're also gonna talk about some more releases that we got coming for y'all too.
Yeah, definitely got some releases on the way too. So make sure y'all tune into that too. Just stay tuned. First question I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask why you start rapping in the first place. That's what a lot of people be wondering when they see you posting music, or see anyone posting their music. Why did you start rapping in the first place? And I really touched bases on why I started rapping in my first video, when I did my first video. So today I'm gonna be touching bases on mostly on stuff that you've been doing, what you've been doing, some of your singles. I'm gonna make sure to put your SoundCloud right here in this video up above, touching on some stuff that you've been doing. So first question is why you started rapping.
So first off, man, as a kid growing up in the G's, man, we be growing up around some shit, man. So you see a lot of shit in the hood, smoking at a young age. Just like in this first video, he started smoking at 13. I started smoking at 14. And I just moved back in the G's at 14. I was a freshman in high school and shit, Shit, started hanging around with these niggas and shit. Got high.
Right. I ain't even know this nigga. Like, first, I ain't know him. I was introduced to him by a couple of my men. After that, we started chilling. He was the only one I could smoke in his house at that time, even though I was smoking before him. He was the only one I could smoke in his house at that time. So that really is what kicked it off for us and what started it. So thank God for me everyone.
Smoking and shit. Get high, niggas start freestyling and shit.
Right.
We all grew up around rappers in the hood,
Right.
Flaws.
Right.
My cousin and them, they all do their little thing in the hood and shit.
Right.
So we just grew up around that shit. So we just wanted to see, just rap.
But I started off doing my own thing. I ain't had no inspiration. So I just started off doing my own thing after that shit happened with my father. So after that, at that point I was like, had so much bottled up emotions that I didn't know what to do. So I started rapping. And when I started rapping, my man Stacks, he had took me to the studio downtown. I had this song. It was called Arguments. It was like the DG shit, bro. It was a remix to that shit, bro. Mm-hmm. That's the first song that I ever dropped by myself. I wanted to drop that song so bad.
I remember that shit.
Yeah, I wanted to drop that song so bad.
He was in the hood. He came in the hood. I was like, yo, I dropped this song. Song. We was like, oh, let me hear it. We heard that shit. Oh my God, that shit was so fire.
Niggas was feeling it. I was young as hell at the time too. I was 14. So I think my man Stacks, cause he Jai gave me a little inspiration for the booth. He took me to the studio my first real time. So I thank him. But I really been rapping since I was 14. I was rapping before I went to the studio, but that was the first time, my first real time that I went, So thank him, shout out to him.
Shout out
but
to
like,
Stacks.
me and Lonnie been friends for some years now.
That's a fact.
Some years. Back since DG year and all that. DG year, it was me, Kai, Dequan, Lonnie, and Derek.
Oh yeah, my boy
yeah.
Derek. Hell yeah. White boy, the only white boy in the hood.
Zay, yeah. I'm gonna put some of the pictures in the video out there. Show y'all. He was so young as still, man.
Swear to God,
But
man.
a lot of shit done changed. Job. A lot of shit.
Yeah, and what do you mean by a lot of things changed, man? I used to be shitty back then. I ain't even going front, yo.
Yeah.
We used to just freestyle for fun, you know. It's still it's for fun. I do this shit for fun, you know.
But it's
That's like you know. But it's like we trying to make it bigger than it, for real, for real.
Yeah, and it can definitely be bigger than what it is right now. So the first podcast doing numbers right now. So I know this podcast is definitely gonna do numbers because the length and the bases that we talking about, the stuff that we talking about, we not rapping for reasons that everybody rapping for.
Like one day for the fame and shit. We doing this shit.
The enjoyment,
right.
You know what I mean?
We want to entertain y'all.
Yeah, so as far as, you know, not networking and shit like that, I'm willing to network. It's just with the right people, I'm gonna have on features, shit like that. I'm a feature on shit like that. I'm willing to be on songs and shit like that, cause I want this shit to be bigger than what it is. So right now I got my brother on here. We just touching just a little, you know what I mean? How fast I did this shit. But soon this shit gonna be bigger. And we came a long way, cause this right here is a major accomplishment. We us getting this room right here, this right here is a major accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
So just having our own space to be able to be creative and do our own thing is good. That's good for us. So appreciate everybody that's showing support, showing love, man, cause everybody can make it up. Everybody can. You know what I mean? There's money out there.
There's money everywhere.
Talking about let's talk about your first single. Your
my first single.
Yeah. Do you remember your first single you ever dropped? First single.
First one I ever dropped,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
First one I ever dropped, I was 15.
15.
Turning 16. That's before I got this necktie, right?
Okay.
Yep. It was called Trapping Fanatic.
Oh.
This is when I was really shitty, but these boys kept telling me, write something down, you'll probably get something,
Right.
They went to the studio one day, I had work. So I just decided to just do a song by myself. And I don't know, hate shit, just trying to get better so I can be able to be with them,
Right.
Wrote the shit down, made Trapping Fanatic. Oh my God. That was the first song I ever dropped. That shit right now got like 130 views. Probably more than that. 130 plus views right now.
Yeah.
I was 15. First song. I fucked up a little bit, so I had to make another one this year, Made a remix of it, but
Right.
But that was still a golden song right there.
So would you say that was a good a moment that inspired you to start rapping in the first place?
I think it was the views that inspired me. The
Right.
views is what inspired me to keep going. Cause I'm like, I want to get more.
And you want
I want people to see that I actually could.
Right. That was a major point for me too. Like a point in time, people hearing me telling me like they fucking with my music. That's a big inspiration on me, and I appreciate that because that's what keep me doing. At the end of the day, I be down here by myself, or I be in my room by myself, and I think if I should keep going, then that's my inspiration that keep me going. So I appreciate everything that they be doing for me.
That's a fact.
And like I said, this shit just gonna get bigger, bro. Loyalty go a long way, bro. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
So, I just wanted to touch bases on anybody you wanted to shout out on that be featuring on your songs. You know what I mean? You feature on these songs. Anybody that be out there. I know Austin, Velo, people like them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to them boys. You know,
got anything upcoming with them that you wanted to mention in it or anything? You know?
we got unreleased coming out with us.
Okay.
Rap name AP. You know.
Okay.
We're just trying to get him, you know, getting in the field and shit. But you know, he gonna hop on the sound. You know,
Right.
me and Velo, since I've been dropping my singles and shit.
Right.
After Trappin' Fanatic, I made Flashing Lights. He was the first person I ever did a song with.
Right. And tell us about that Flashing Lights. When did that drop?
That dropped around probably I'll say like 2 months ago. I dropped it 2 months ago. That's when I first started back rapping.
Right, right.
Started getting the gist of everything. I did it on Band Lab and stuff.
Right.
Shout out Band Lab.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that platform, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be able to do this, you know?
Right.
So,
right.
you know, it was just what inspired me to do that song. I was actually chilling with my girlfriend. And she was like, you got to do a song that you can feel. That's
right.
You know that's you, that had your voice in it.
Right. And would you say your girlfriend is a big inspiration on your music? Like, her support, if it wasn't like how she supports you, how she do, would it be different? Would you still keep carrying on if she didn't support you how she did? Like, how do you feel like that she do support you, man? Do it make you appreciate it more?
I appreciate her a lot because of the fact that she do support anything that I want to do.
Right, right.
This rap shit, even though this is a hobby, she still supports it. She still encouraged me to want to do better and shit like that.
Right.
You know? So I could say that she's one of my top, you know, heavy supporters in this shit. You know.
Right.
Shout out to my girl.
Respect it.
But yeah, she was like, "Do this." She would put this beat on, and I was listening to it. And Flashing Lights, if you don't know, it's from Kanye West song Flashing Lights.
I didn't know that beat was taken.
It was a sample. Yeah, it was a sample from that song.
Okay.
And that shit, I was inspired by that. That was like, that song bring a lot shit, a lot of memories and shit from me,
right.
You know?
Right.
That was like one of my, you know, songs back in the day, you know,
right.
that I grew up on and brought it, like, you know, a good enjoyment out of my life.
I'm gonna make sure to put his song Flashing Lights right in his video. Make sure y'all go check that out on SoundCloud, Flashing Lights.
Oh, yeah.
And go support him. I'm gonna make sure to put his SoundCloud in this video. I'm gonna put my SoundCloud in this video. Go check that out. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and
hell yeah. But yeah, shout out to my boy E, man. He doing this shit big. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here right now, you know. And this ain't a friendship. This is a family, you know.
Yeah.
This is my brother.
Yeah,
we've been through the ins and outs, and you know,
like,
we came in out the mud from the G's, man. We had to, you know.
Yeah, so just to have our own space,
you know to be able to do this shit with y'all today, it's an honor.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much.
A great opportunity for both of us to expel. You know?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pave the way for all my niggas. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to give all my niggas that platform and access to expand and spread their music. You know what I mean? And for y'all to hear their voice, cause we not doing the wrong thing. Everything we doing, we trying to do right. Everything we doing, we trying to live right. You know what I mean? Do right by the world. If the world doing right by us, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to get a platform and be a voice and really talk something that y'all never heard before. I dropped a couple EPs already. Everybody keep asking, when you gonna drop your EP? Like, when is a Lonskii EP gonna come out?
Alright, listen, y'all boys. I got an EP, right? It's coming, right? It's coming soon. It's called Rookie Season. I already got a couple of songs matched up for it. It's already singles for it.
Right.
I got other releases that's gonna be put on the EP for y'all.
Right.
I'm thinking about dropping it around like late July.
Okay.
You know, like probably like the 28th.
That's not bad. And late July. Is there gonna be singles released before that, like in the middle in the process?
It's not gonna be for the EP, but it's gonna be other songs I'm gonna be dropping with
Okay.
you know. And we gonna have. He also make a deluxe one on the 1st of August,
Okay.
and it's gonna be features with E.
Yeah.
Feature with Stats,
Definitely.
Velo, Benny. Shout out Benny.
Mhm.
You know, all them boys. AP. You know, shout out everybody. You know. And
And,
I've been talking about. I'm gonna shout out them boys.
Right.
Planning on doing a song with him soon. Treasy. You know, if y'all know Treasy, you know, he up there too.
Uh-huh.
My boy Frago, you know, we all gonna be working on that some shit, you know.
Right.
It's coming soon.
So look forward to his EP coming forward July 28th, deluxe, August 1st. Look like you got some work to do. Go check out my EP, No Boundaries, I just dropped. Go check out my other EP, man. I dropped 5 EPs in a month, man. I got a selection for y'all. I got Up Next, Optimistic, I got No Boundaries, Missing for the Right Reasons. I got a couple of Mindless, Volume 1. Go check that out, man.
Go check out this shit. He got some bangers, man.
I got some bangers.
Definitely got some bangers.
Go check out Soldiers, man.
Soldiers, this is, oh my God, that song right there.
Go check out Soldiers.
If y'all not listening to that shit right now, if it's not in your playlist, y'all not listening to no hot shit. I'm telling you.
Come on, man.
I'm telling you.
Shout out to 716, man.
Shout out to Buff, man.
Man, you know what it is.
You already know. For me to be doing this shit today, you know, is an honor.
Right.
Cause I've been going through mad shit, you know.
Right.
Recently lost my father, like a couple of months, cancer. You know.
R.I.P. Mr. L.
R.I.P. my pops, you know. It was a real one.
For real.
You know, sometimes, you know, we didn't see eye to eye about certain shit, but you know, at the end of the day, that was still my pops, you know.
Right.
And I still had love for him, you know, he still had love for me.
Right.
And you know, I can say he was one of my biggest inspiration in this shit.
Right, and that's what I just was about to ask you. Like, do you feel like he was an inspiration in your rapping, and you moving forward in your rapping? You know what I mean? Like, after that happened, like, do you feel like that made you push even harder in your rapping? You know what I mean? After you take a loss like that, you know what I mean? You have pain built up, so like, was that something that made you push forward and continue going hard in this rapping shit?
Yeah, I can honestly say that was one of the things that, you know, made me push forward, you know. This deathbed, you know, he told me, don't be, you know, backtracking. Keep doing what you gotta do, you know. Basically said, keep going, keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
So, you know, that stuck with my head.
Right.
Since, you know, the day he died. So it's like, that's all I've been doing, and keep doing what I'm doing. You know, not looking back. Because, you know, you look back, you might fail, you might, you know, backtrack, and you're gonna fuck up.
And this gonna be a long video, you know what I mean? Because, like, this some real shit, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
We giving you an introduction to some real shit. We trying to get a collab page going on. Tell us if you want to get a collab page going on, because we could definitely get it started.
Yeah, collab page. It's gonna be all of us, you know, everybody I named and shit, you know. Thinking about calling it FBK TV, you know. If you know what FBK is, it's an upcoming thing that I came up with too, for like a clothing line too, called the Fleet Pack. That's what it's called. Fleet Pack. That's gonna be coming out soon too. I'm gonna be working on that. That's gonna be a project coming out, you know, probably like this winter.
Right.
Coming out with some shit, some sweatsuits and shit. You know?
Right. And if y'all looking at the shoe in the background, right there, go check out Lakey Boutique. That's my mom boutique. Go check that out. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. That shit fire.
We got hot shit back here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to them, you know.
Lakey Boutique, man. Go check that out, man. Go look at our website, Lakey Boutique, man.
That's a fact.
Go check that out. You know what I mean? But a lot of hot shit coming. And we doing a lot of hot shit. I'm really trying to drop these interviews every week, but like, I was looking, these shit getting done every day. You know what I mean? We really starting to stay on top of our shit over here. Thanks for all the love and support on the first video. I can imagine how much we're gonna get on this one. I appreciate everybody. We're gonna try to do another interview. We're gonna try to do a part 2 with Lonskii, man. Hit us if you want another part 2 with Lonskii, man. Hit us, man.
They call me Lonskii, man. You already know what it is, man.
Yeah, let us know if you want a part 2 with Lonskii, man.
Smoke weed every day.
What it is. Yo. Gang.